When we last saw the Lightning McQueen ornament, he was formulating a plan to make his way off of the Christmas tree and see the cars that live on the floor above him. All right, Sally, today's the day I finally enact my plan. The plan where you just violently shake and hope you fall off the tree? Yeah, that one. Good luck, stickers. Come on, Sally. Are you sure you don't want to see the rest of the house with me? I mean, come on. We're on this tree every day in December, every year. You're sure you don't want to see more? I'm comfortable up here, Lightning. Don't worry about me. Besides, I doubt your plan will work. All right, fine. Here goes nothing. All right. Oh, yeah, I'm really working up some velocity here, Sal. You sure you don't want to help? No, I'm good. You really look like an idiot. All right. Hey, Lightning, what's going on? You know we're also on this branch, right? Hey, guys, you want to fall off the tree with me? No, I'm afraid of heights. What about you, Guido? Guido? Yeah, no, I don't think he wants it either. All right, here we go. Okay, focus. Tree, I am, whoa! I did it. I'm free. Now, all I need to do is figure out how to get up. Hello, everybody, and welcome to day 17 of 25 Days of Suggestions 2025. I am very excited because about a half hour from now, I have to go to my college to go and do my final exam. It's an exam for my acting class. I have to read 2 monologues live in front of the class, and one of them is the Mater one, so wish me luck. We're doing the Mater one once again. But before I go off and do that, and I go on break for a month, which, oh my gosh, it's so nice, guys. I've been working on finals all week. I'm very happy to finally almost be done. You know, we just have one more stressful thing, memorizing dialogue. But before that, I'm going to film and upload this review on the one and only Rusteze Lightning McQueen, a suggestion from GL Speedwheel. Thank you so much for your suggestion, as always. This is a car that I feel like I kind of always see, and that's because you used to always see him. Nowadays, he's pretty consistently released every once in a while. You know, he's kind of a almost annual release, one of those cars that pops up every few years with a sort of inconsistent pattern. But back when Cars 3 was first out, in late 2017, this guy debuted around October, November that year, one of the last cases of 2017. Moving into 2018, you could not escape Rusteze McQueen, okay? He was literally everywhere. He was in nearly every multi-pack because, well, most Cars 3 multi-packs were Piston Cup themed, and this is the look that McQueen has throughout the intro of the movie. So if you were gonna have a multi-pack like this conveniently placed paper that I have here showing off one of the 2018 multi-packs, this came with it, yeah, you're gonna have this McQueen. And a very select group of fans became very mad. Became very, very mad that this McQueen was in every single pack. It was him and Orion Inside Laney you would see all the time. And some people got really mad and began to flush these cars down the toilet for YouTube views. Look, okay, I know that I've had my criticisms of the Cars community in 2025. Okay, but, I mean, back then, guys, it was a different animal. Back then, it was kids getting mad, flushing things down the toilet when they didn't like the... I hope all those people now have great careers. No, but genuinely, all jokes aside, you know, I don't know, people goofing around, getting upset, doing what they do. I'm sorry. The fan reception of this item has permanently changed how I see it. You know, like the race and rescue cars, I'm always going to see as, you know, this was something that the fan base really didn't like, myself included. Well, that's sort of different, right? Because Race and Rescue was a separate line. This is just a regular movie release. I think design-wise, storyline-wise, everything about this diecast-wise, I don't think there's anything bad about this. But when I think of it, the first thing I think is, wow, people really hated this McQueen for no reason. But again, as an item, as a diecast, which is how we're going to be looking at it today, I think it's a pretty solid one. I really, really like this look for McQueen, and it's become one of the staple looks to base other McQueen designs off of. The Glow Racers McQueen was based on this, and when they had to do a special anniversary gold McQueen, they chose this design of all paint jobs. It's long been rumored and speculated that this paint job, which McQueen wears in the intro of Cars 3, which is boldly different from his typical look, was actually supposed to be his main Cars 3 look, but it was swapped out with the Cars 3 McQueen design, which is much more iconic and traditionally a Lightning McQueen design. And I think that's pretty interesting. That's one of those movie rumors where you immediately go, okay, well, that was corporate meddling, right? Like, Pixar probably wanted a McQueen that looked more like generic McQueen to be the star of the movie, and so they had it swap places with this one, if that is true. I don't really mind. I will say, I think that McQueen getting his more iconic look works where it does in the story, and I think that this design works for where it does in the story as well. We open Cars 3 with McQueen really comfortable and in his element, and he's sort of the cutting-edge modern racer at the time, and his graphic design matches the other Cars 3 veterans perfectly. But when he's outclassed, he goes to a more old-school design, a combination of his design from the first two Cars movies. But yeah, we got the really nice Rusteze logo there on the hood. One of the only times the Rusteze logo isn't that classic circular emblem. Instead, it's just text here, and here it's been sort of merged with McQueen's design, with the lightning bolt behind it, and some other sort of lightning bolts traced that make the main lightning bolt look a bit bigger. Nothing here on the headlights, no 95s or anything on or underneath them. We got his two lucky stickers. Moving on to the side, we have the piston cup, octane gain, RPM, revolting, and clutch aid contingency sponsors. We've got his Lightyear tires there. One of the few McQueens to have the very nice yellow rim that honestly most McQueen wheels should probably have. Once again, Rusty's logo on the back there in bold text. And again, I really like the sort of silhouetted lightning bolt. Lightning bolt up there. What? No, it's not. That's Lightning McQueen. His name, Lightning McQueen. Alternate universe where McQueen is named Lightning Bolt. Lightning McQueen written there on the roof. Number 95. His little wind flaps. Rusty's logo once again in very bold text back there. And once again here, it's really awkward to have a McQueen with nothing written on the bumper. Typically, the medicated bumper ointment writing is down there. And of course, in the first movie, he also has the rookie stripe. He looks weirdly naked here. I don't know. Maybe they should have moved the Rusteze logo down, but then it would have looked awkward here. Maybe they could have put the 95 here. I don't know. It does look weirdly blank for the back of a McQueen, a character that's usually packed with a lot of design details. But this one, you know, it goes for... It's hard to describe, right? Like I said, it goes for the more modern graphic design of the Cars 3 veterans, but it also goes for a bit of a simpler look than what McQueen typically has. While a lot of the veterans go for more modern designs, but also more detailed ones, which contrast the next gens who all look stock and generic, McQueen kind of, you know, has this bold, big Rusteze text and lightning bolts and not all that much else on him. There's a look at the other side. And finally, there is a look at the base. Anyway, this diecast makes me angry. I'm going to flush it down a toilet. So, before we move on, well, before we end the video, it's time, of course, fire up the name picker and see what tomorrow's review is going to be. So, let's find out what I'll be reviewing on my first day of freedom from school. All right, it is... Oh, we got a custom Nomad from Cars Adventures. Oh, that's going to be cool. Oh, that is very exciting. Have I ever reviewed Nomad? I don't think so. Oh, man, that is going to be a cool one. All right, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.